Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Wife of 9 years has been having an affair for 4 of them needs support. Let me pretended this by saying English isn't my first language, so sorry for misspellings and I don't know much about the abbreviations. I 34 meters, and my wife 33F have been married for 7 years, dating for 3, no kids, but we do own a flat together. I am writing this a week after finding out, and I'm currently staying at my brother's house. My wife and I were a super couple. We met at a conference meeting for our jobs and we hit it off almost immediately. She liked the same things I did, although my hobbies did differ, but we indulged in each other's interests. After 3 years of dating, she decided to move in with me into a small home I rented out from my friend. We would split the rent. She was great, and I think our intimate life was also good. Around 4 or 5 times a week, we would both do the chores around the house and I would cook most of the meals because she didn't know how to, which I didn't mind. We would go out regularly on dates and I would often bring her surprise presents which I thought she loved. I will say that I was distant at one point in the relationship as I suffered the loss of a family member and just shut myself in my office. I will also say we might have got married too quickly, but I really loved this woman with all my soul and now it's all destroyed. Her family loved me and her father and I are especially close as we go on fishing trips often. So I never thought anything was wrong with how she acted until a lot recently, as she became more cold to me and started accusing me of cheating. She would start arguments over petty things which I would end up apologizing for. Not that she accepted the apologies. She also started going out for girls' nights where, or so I thought, her and friends would just go out for a day. Our bedroom life basically became a stone, and whoever I tried to initiate, she would push me away and say that she was tired or not in the mood, which I respected. But these of course created red flags in my mind, and so regrettably I snooped around. There was nothing on her Facebook out of the unusual, but her phone, that was a gold mine. One day she was laughing at her phone and I asked what was funny, and she became extremely defensive and said that she doesn't need to tell me, then went back to texting. This set off alarms in my head like I've never had before, so that night after she had a couple drinks and went to bed, I unlocked her phone using Face ID and looked through her photos. Nothing there. Recently deleted nothing as well. Then I went to her messages and found some girl named Monica. She loved Friends, and I hadn't met a friend named Monica, so I took a snoop and I found the jackpot. From the last messages I just felt rage, talking about things like I want you and so what, I have a husband. The kicker was she didn't delete anything. Every nude, every message for the last 4 years were there, and there were thousands. I'm a bit tech savvy, so I installed spyware into her phone and I sent every text to myself. Took 5 hours to do it all, and now I'm seething with anger. I have this woman everything, and now she does this for so long as well and can still look me in the face and smile. I have asked a friend to recommend me a lawyer who will go full scorched earth on her, and all the emotions I had towards her are now just anger and spite. She doesn't know I know yet, and so I told her that I have a work-related trip for 2 weeks. I have already set up cameras in the house, and as soon as I left the house he came over and they did it everywhere. The kicker, Monica is my other brother, so now I feel betrayed, emasculated and broken inside. No one else knows yet other than the brother I'm staying at, and we are both seething at this. But I've had my good friend Jack Daniels by my side this whole time. I just feel so dumb and stupid for not noticing in the beginning, and now I'm going to have to go back and face her like nothing happened, as I want to blindside her with the divorce papers when I get them, after I hear my options from the lawyer who I haven't even chosen yet. But I will say that something is broken and gone, and I don't feel for my wife anymore, but that's where I am right now. I'll post an update if people want one, but right now I'm lost, drunk, sad, angry, and I have no thoughts of reconciliation. But what do I do now? I'm just lost. Sorry for the long read. Edit, just realized I typed haha instead of has. Once you give her your papers, don't even bother to talk to her again, just refer her to your lawyer. Just leave the papers and the evidence. Also don't cover her secret, let everyone know why you are breaking up. As far as your brother goes, I would never talk to him again as well, and I would force my family to choose. I would probably do other stuff that I can't write for fear of being banned. He wouldn't know what's coming. You seem to know what you want, that will put you ahead of a lot of people and you will recover faster. Sorry this happened, but you will eventually recover and have a happy life again. Oh, I plan to, just not yet. Don't ever let her talk to you about it ever or disrespect you by trying to explain herself. There is nothing she can say and all it does is hurt you more. There is nothing worse than having to sit there and watch someone you love justify their abuse of you. It's soul crushing. Just remove her from your life completely as fast as possible. I would do the same with my brother if it was me. I would think of them as both dead to me. Also tell his wife if he has one, she deserves to know. He does have one and I plan to tell everyone once I get my papers, and I'll hand the papers to his wife as well. You should send her the text and video if you got it from them together so he is blown up too. Good luck, hun. It's a terrible thing. I can live with betrayal from an acquaintance, or even a lover. Because to me, they can pretend to care for you and stab you in the back whenever. Betrayal or selfishness is not unheard of. But a best friend? A brother? That's a life bond trampled for a roll in the hay. Quite honestly, there are very few things I'd consider homicide over but this. Let's not get banned, Lamau. That said, bide your time. Try and embody her fake energy when you see her next. If she can pretend to give a shit about you, you can do the inverse. Hell, bring her flowers. Buy her a cheap but thoughtful gift. Take her on a date, and make it a good night out. Don't sleep with her obviously. If she tries, tell her you're tired. That should be hilarious. Hell, I recall someone I told this to and their wife came clean while they were on vacation somewhere tropical. Can't remember the user and the post, though. I feel like reminding them and yourself that you are a good, loving partner worthy of respect and loyalty is important. They treat you like shit to bring you down to their level, and allow themselves to feel righteous in being awful. Show her you're not diminished by her selfishness. That said, it's what I would do, but maybe not what would work for you. Be the best man you can be, dude. Don't let her take your goodness in the separating two. Thank you for this, and I'm trying, and all the support I'm being given is helping a lot. Started accusing me of cheating. Cheaters do love to project their faults onto others. You are going to hear a lot of words coming out of her when the truth comes out. If you ever feel inclined to believe any one of them, remember this. Actions show who they are. She's cheated you for 4 years. Words show who they are pretending to be. I am truly sorry, I really do love you. Man, I am so sorry for you. You need not only divorce her but also crash their world for what they did to you. Get to STDs test and protect your finances. Life pass faster than you think, and the time that you waste with someone that doesn't deserve it never comes back. I wish you luck. Sorry, English is not my first language. We have separate accounts but a joint saving thanks to my mother's opinions, and I already have a STD appointment lined up. Pull half out of the joint account and stick it into your account. Yeah, don't even bother about being with her, just go on with your life. Just send the evidence to everyone, friends, family, and let them know why are you divorcing her. And for your brother, just cut them off from your life and move on. I do want some closure, so I do want to confront her. You want closure, that's for, but are you ready to face what's gonna happen? The crying, the I love you shit, let's go to MC shit? I feel indifferent to her, so I'll be prepared when I do tell her. Confront her after doing all the legal divorce proceedings, and conserve her after getting your closure. If you thinking about reconciliation, I don't have any advice to give you, your life, your choice. Reconciliation is not an option. I don't care for the excuses, but I will hand the divorce papers to her and get my brother and his wife in the room and ask for the full story. So your brother is also married? Yeah, please let her know what kind of cheater her husband is. Intends to. I hope everything goes well. Best of luck for the new chapter in your life. Thought she can have her cake and eat it too. Advice. Not mine but my friend, let's call him K. He has been seeing his girlfriend on and off since 2019, let's call her M. While back they got into discussion of making their relation exclusive and cut all the BS that went on during the past 2 years. M showed interest in the idea and even went along in the discussion. However, M had another guy on the side that she was regularly hooking with while keeping K also. Things took an unexpected turn when one day M stops answering the phone for almost 5 hours and then texts K that we are done, she has a guy and he is the safe option and that she wants to end all now. K did his own digging and found all info on the other guy the same night that he received the text. It turns out he is enrolled with her in the same program and same courses, even younger than M herself. However, K saw this as a stab in the back given they have been back together since July. K decided to find the FB account of the other guy and send him all screenshots of pic and text that she sent him while she was seeing the other guy. On occasion, M traveled to celebrate the new guy birthday party out of state. Her reason for the trip, as she told K, was to have some fun and vacation. Turns out that she was sexting and texting K while she was with the other guy celebrating his B-day, which K made it clear in his screenshots to the guy that she sexted him and texted him sexual material while she was with him. I am sure did not go well for other guy. Side note, all of this happened between the time he got text till 4 AM next morning. Obvious to say that M had a lot of explaining the next morning she wake up in that guy bed. In other words, M master plan was nuked. M is trying to get back to K. Should K take her back? Hell no op. K is better off finding someone who cares for him, who isn't monkey branching, who isn't trying to have her cake and eat it too, who isn't trying to catfish or meal ticket guys. Nah, he's dodging a bullet and his best way is to tell her, to make sure that the door isn't hitting her in the butt on her way out. Agent K would be an idiot to take her back. No. Never tried to get back or take back a cheater. Not at all. Because M is just looking for a safe base to monkey branch off of. The only reason I would do that is if I wanted a booty call, and even then I wouldn't because the constant STD tests would be too expensive. Never take a cheater back. I think maybe yes, but only as his side piece. An on-demand booty only. No, and I mean never. Tell your friend not to take dirty things from the floor. Oh, hell no. This is a drop the mic moment. Leave the stage, fade to black. M is trying to get back to K. Should K take her back? Is this a real question? Caught wife with best man. Rant. So this goes back to the beginning of the toughest year of my life. But after many therapy sessions and talking with all the friends I left during the relationship, I'm able to talk about it. It started out with my wife acting more and more distant. I didn't really think anything of it and definitely didn't suspect my best man that had just broken up with his girlfriend of 6 years to be the cause. But it got significantly worse when he had to leave his apartment and had nowhere to stay. I decided he could sleep on the couch, and this is when the fun begins, and not for me. It was the week before Christmas and she went to work. I was on the MacBook looking for gifts and a message popped up. It was my best man and I kind of ignored it. The next message popped up with "Is he working tonight?" And I proceeded to look because that's a weird thing to ask. FTR, I never snoop. I start reading and am instantly in tears. It hit me much harder because I trusted him. There's talk of what they want, and when I'm at work and it goes on, it was graphic. In shock and out of my mind, I go bang on his new apartment door so hard he thought it was the police. I walk right in, ask him about the messages. He starts saying it's out of context, go reread them, I would never do that, etc. Silly me thinks maybe I was just overthinking. I go home and reread them and take some pictures because I'll need evidence. Which was a good thing I did because she logged out a couple minutes later. She gets home, wants an immediate separation, and I said yes and left for my parents. I came back the next day unannounced to get some of my stuff. I ask why his cell phone charger is plugged in by the bed. She tries saying it's mine. I point out that I have mine and I don't own that brand. She then says, well, we came and watched TV in here. I know I got her. I questioned her and said why? When there is a TV in the living room, she kicked me out of our apartment. Just a couple weeks ago after I served her, she agreed to all terms, admitting it was adultery. One more form and I'm divorced. To anyone going through tough times, go see a therapist. It makes these roads much easier to navigate. Wow, sorry this happened to you. Good for you for seeking out therapy. How long were you married? Take your time, this is the beginning of the next phase of your life. They will get what's coming to them, and if they don't, so the F word what? Their reputations are ruined. Would you be friends with someone who could do something like this? Keep up North Carolina with both of them and move on. It's a cliche but it's true, living well is the best revenge. Best of luck. Thanks, we were married for a year and a half. Better now than in 5 years with kids. And that's how I look at it, there's no point in trying to destroy something that's going to destroy itself. That relationship will never last. And even if it does, I'll still be the bigger person. Wow, you have a great attitude about this. Thank God you were only married a year and a half with no children. You really dodged a bullet. You have the rest of your life ahead of you. They will become a distant memory in time. Some people simply do not have the emotional and intellectual maturity, much less the integrity to sustain a loving, long-term, authentic relationship. It's best that these toxic people are out of your life. The odds are against them anyway. Beware of either one of them trying to insert themselves back into your life when reality sets in and things don't work out the way they envisioned. Wishing you the best. Wow, she's a broken person, badly broken. Married a year and a half, cheating with the best man? Jesus. Did she give you glimpses of how messed up she is? Is she the owner of the house? Are they both together now? It's a basement suite we were renting, saving to buy. The last time I had contact was serving the papers 2 weeks ago. He saw me and ran into another room. He's probably still hiding there lol. Lol, what a sorry excuse of a man, weary face. I wonder how it can be adultery, he lacks equipment? How can she even be with a coward like that? See, this I just don't get. Why marry someone if you know you are like this? No way this wasn't going on before she married you. A year and a half? Bet any amount of money this is not her first rodeo. These types of people want a safety net at all times, that's why the ex never left until found out. Did you have to pay her anything? Nope. It definitely helped that no kids were involved. The only request I made settlement-wise was that the pretty much brand new car be taken out of my name and put into hers. How did your mutual friends act after all this went down? Well, they have one friend left each, so that says a lot about them. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.